Hey, 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 it's your girl, Naomi, where we vibe, spill, and keep it real. So turn down those lights and turn up the volume. It's time for Nights with Naomi.
It's the certain things that you do that makes me think that you love me, but you don't love nobody, boy. You just want my body, you want that fake love, giving that fake love. You want that fake love, giving that fake late nights and I'm looking for something sweet.
Hello and good night. And tonight with Nights with Naomi, we'll be talking about pop culture, play some games, and listen to some vibes. But today I have a special guest.
Hello, my name's Drew. I've known Naomi since middle school, so thank
Yes.
you for having me.
Thank you for coming. It's been a minute since I've seen you. I'm so happy to see
Oh,
you.
I'm so happy to see you.
How have you been this year?
Pretty good. Been a lot. Been more busy. Recently, became a personal trainer. Got into personal training back in June.
Okay.
So it's been a little over 6 months with that, and I am just working on building my clientele. And it's going really good, but two jobs is definitely pretty stressful. It tests your time management. So
Yeah, I definitely can understand. So how did you get into physical training?
personal
Oh,
training.
personal training. My
So
apologies.
I had already been working ever since like COVID hit.
Okay.
After that, I used to just only run. Was really just into cardio. I did long distance running and track in high school with you.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
are the running days. And then after COVID hit, I was like, oh well, like I really want to work on like my physique.
Hmm.
I want to put on some mass. I want to put on some muscle, and being able to do my own thing for about 2 years, like my own bodybuilding journey, kind of teaching myself how to work out and things like that. Really helped me work on my own like mental health
Hmm.
with fitness, and being able to realize that I can give myself that power and change myself just through like working out and fitness. I thought that was really cool, and thinking about creating that and sharing that with someone else that maybe is very, kind of nervous or anxious about getting into the gym, getting into a workout routine. They really
Yeah.
want to work on their body and change how they look. Like I want to be that person to like be very inviting and show them kind of the way to do that and do it the proper way.
Mm.
Because a lot of times there's a lot of misinformation out there in the fitness community
Mm.
and nutrition community, and I want to be there to guide that person to success.
Man. And I will say you had a glow up, okay? Because back
Oh,
in high school, you were skinny. I
I
mean,
was
you
at the
did cross
runners.
country. We had to run a lot, so
Yeah,
we were all pretty skinny. But look, you got some muscles on you now. You've been hitting the gym. I've been seeing you.
yeah.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank
I
you,
think we
thank
both
you.
had a glow up because
We did.
I was pretty skinny back there
Right.
too.
I mean, all those people that looked good and peaked in high school, right?
Right?
Look at us now,
Look at
right?
us now,
Grown.
man. So, in the spirit of Valentine's Day, we're going to be playing pop culture game.
Trip, but
Okay.
probably thinking of just really spending quality time with each other,
Relaxing. Yeah.
and really being there to celebrate my friend on her day, but also kind of celebrate
Right.
us and
Us.
the love that we have for each other. Because I'm not gonna lie, it can be hard sometimes, but if you can't be vulnerable and like go through hard times with your partner, like is that where you should be? Is that a meaningful relationship, right?
Yeah, ups and downs, and yeah,
Mhm.
definitely, definitely. Well, I'll be single, but not
Hey.
mingling. I'll be single, but not mingling. But I will be enjoying my Valentine's Day. I won't be one of those like upset, miserable people on Valentine's Day hating love.
Yeah.
I'll be happy, but
Hey, that's a day to love yourself and show yourself how
there
much
we
you love
go.
yourself, right?
Yes, I'm gonna love
Yeah.
myself and show myself.
There you
And
go.
so, actually, I looked up on social media within the LGBTQ plus. I hope I said that correctly.
LGBTQIA plus, but
Plus, okay, yeah.
LGBTQ is
You don't understand
with the
how many
plus.
times
Yeah.
I've tried to say it correctly, and I was like, I'm gonna get it, and then I mess up. But it's okay. I digress. So I found some stories through social media, and we can just talk about them and tell me what you think. Okay.
Yeah.
So this one, okay. The person name is Ramon, 29. So I decided to surprise my boyfriend on Tuesday with my arrival, but he wasn't home. I called
Oh.
him on video call. He told me he was in his room and he showed me his bed sheet. I nearly ran mad because I was literally in the same room. You can believe this guy carries his bed sheet to different hotels to cheat every time I'm not around because we always do video calls every evening and he replaced the hotel bed sheets with his own so he wouldn't suspect. So I wouldn't suspect. Isn't that crazy?
That's next level. That's some next level stuff.
That's next level cheating. Like for
Yeah.
you to go out your way and be like, yeah, let me bring my bed sheet with me. Like at that point, if you're doing all that, just don't be in a relationship.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And imagine like feel that guy feeling and finding that out. You know what I mean? Like how heartbreaking it was.
Oh my
You know,
gosh, yes. Trust issues, man.
being cheated on, feeling used.
Right?
Taken advantage of.
Man, that's just trust issues to the next level. I
Mhm.
wouldn't know what to do. So we have another one. So this one is Damien, 22. I asked my boyfriend what my Valentine gift would be, and he told me it's a surprise that I'll find out once I come to his place.
Mhm.
I got to his place and he brought out his dick as a surprise. He said I've always complained of not coming during sex and he has a solution. He brought out one herbal drink, vibrator, a dick sucker, and 6 packs of condoms to cut the long story short. We fucked and fucked from morning till evening, but still I didn't come. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. But still I didn't come. He was just coming every 2 minutes until he begged us to stop. My Valentine's gift was dick, and I really suffered. That's crazy. That's a
Like suffered good, suffered bad.
bad. Well, I guess because the other guy, Damien, didn't come, but the other man, he did every 2 minutes,
So it
and
was
then he
like a
finally just
blessing and a
cursed,
curse
right?
that he could go for so long.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's I think they need to talk intimately about the relationship. There's some things going on that I don't think they're on the same wavelength, but that's crazy right there.
Yeah, I'll have a sip to
And I
that.
also feel like, oh, you're gonna have a sip to that. But I also feel like that's like a cheap way of getting out of Valentine's. Like, yeah, we just have sex and it's me. And like, I think the gesture of going out your way and doing something,
Something different you wouldn't normally do,
yeah,
right?
yeah. But then I don't know. But that's just me. What's your thoughts on this?
Um, I mean, on one side, like, it could be a very special kind of intimacy
Mm-hmm.
that lasts for a while. Maybe that's what the guy wanted, but
Mm.
by the way the story was wrote, it sounded like, yeah, it sounds like they need to talk some things out.
Talk some things out.
Because the goal was for the guy
Mm-hmm.
to, you know, uh,
To come and
yeah,
it didn't happen.
and it didn't, and
So
but that
yeah,
was the goal, and they kind of missed the mark and kept going. So it kind of sounds like it went off the rails.
yeah,
So.
yeah. So that's one. Okay, and then I have another one I found on social media. So this one is two females. Her name is Femi, 26. Valentine's Day was hectic for me. I almost died. I'm in 3 serious relationships. Wow, that's crazy. I
Wow,
well,
being poly is a whole nother story, but keep going.
oh yeah, that could be. I guess I was
Yeah, I
assuming.
have opinions, but
Yeah, no, I like that you came from that perspective because I just assumed it was toxic from the beginning, thinking that they were cheating, but it could be a poly.
yeah.
So I'm in 3 serious relationships on Valentine's Day. I realized how cheating. Oh, never mind. I realized how cheating can be stressful. I gave 3 of them different times and different locations to meet. I went there with expensive gifts. None of them let me go out without having sex with them. And the last person is a chronic sex addict, which we went 10 rounds together. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. 10 rounds. After the fifth round, though, with the other two, I was exhausted. Um, after being on the 10th round with them, I fainted from exhaustion.
Oh.
I'm still lifeless as I'm typing this and thinking of, and she's thinking of finishing what we started yesterday, but because she didn't come, but I'm still tired. Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, sounds like some more things that sounds like a conversation you need to have,
Need to
with
have.
yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It started off good, thinking it was going to be a polyamorous
Oh yeah,
relationship, and then
but
when you said the person said they were cheating and meeting up with three different
yeah,
people, I was like, that's crazy. And then they fainted from the third person having sex so many times. That's wow, wow, wow. That's something right there,
that is something.
man. So has there ever been a time where you had like a crazy Valentine story or anything?
Um.
I actually have one,
Oh, you do?
and it's with you.
Oh
Okay, so
no.
well, you were in it. You were in it. So this is back in high school, actually,
Okay.
and I still feel some type of way, but you know what? I digress. It's cool. But back in high school, remember who I had a crush on in cross
Um.
country? I don't want to say his name. Light skin.
Oh, I think we both had
Yeah,
we had the
yeah,
crush on the same
yeah.
guy.
And I didn't know because you
Yeah,
didn't tell me till after the fact. So this is
that's funny.
yeah, yeah.
But I
So
mean, we have good taste, huh?
I don't know, right? No,
Yeah.
honestly. So on Valentine's Day, I made cupcakes.
Uh
I
huh.
don't know if you remember this. So I made cupcakes. I made strawberry cupcakes. And
Hmm.
with the sprinkles, I individually put, will you be my Valentine? Yes or no. And I did it by hand, each
I
one.
feel like I kind of remember
You
this
remember
now.
this? Yeah, okay, okay. So I individually made them, and it was strawberry cupcakes, and I brought to school the next day. And you know how we have practice after school,
Hmm.
so we all met up in was it like coach one of the coaches' classrooms. We
We
all
had
meet
a
up.
couple different
Yeah,
coaches.
yeah, that we. But anywho, this one we always meet up after practice. I mean, after class, and we would meet up in the classroom. And so I was like, okay, this is the moment I'm finally gonna, confess and say I like you. I'm gonna tell him on Valentine's Day. I had this whole idea in mind. I thought it was gonna be really good, and I'm gonna present these cupcakes to him. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna show him the cupcakes,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna make sure no one else sees them. So I go to the classroom. I have the cupcakes, and I show it to him. And he looks down. He looks at me. He looks back down. Then he gets a cupcake with just icing on it that has nothing on it. That doesn't even say like yes or no. Like he just took a blank cupcake and then walked off. Didn't say
Oh,
anything to me. So then I felt I was like, wait, so did he read it? Like how
yeah.
does how does he how does he feel about this? So I'm feeling the mixed signals. I don't know what's going on. So then I was like, okay, let me wait after practice and
Hmm.
then I'll ask him. So then we had went to this is back when we went to the trail. The woods trail that we
Yeah.
had.
I forgot the name of
Yeah,
it.
I forgot the name of it. But that day we had went to the wood trail, and when we went there, what's it called? Everyone was setting up. Not setting up. Everyone was finishing after the day.
Hmm.
Everyone was finishing after the day, and I went back up to him. I was like, "Hey." He's like, "Hey." I was like, did you read my cupcakes?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "So like, what do you think? Like, what's your response?" And he was like, "Oh no." I was like, "Oh, okay, okay, yeah, cool, cool." And oh, hold on, I'm fast forward. I'm missing the most important part. Before we had went to practice and actually started at the woods, I had came up to you. I was like, "Hey, Andrew, can you talk to such and such because I like him and I
Hmm.
want to see what he thinks." And you was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I'll talk to him. Cool, cool." And then that's when we went back and we had after practice. Then I went back up and I was like, "Hey, did you talk to him?" And he's like, and you had told me, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I talked to him." I was like, "What do you say?" He's like, I don't know. So I was like, okay. So then that's when I went up to him and then I asked him, I was like, hey. And then he told me no. And then I felt some type of way. I was like, oh. And then years later, when you finally came and told me, you were gay and everything, and you was like, oh, yeah, I liked him too. And I'm like, oh. He was like, bitch, you wouldn't go steal my man. I was like, oh, my. But
That's
he
funny.
wasn't even. But it
Yeah.
was funny. It was funny. So thinking back to that, I didn't realize we both liked him. And then I guess you didn't want to say anything to him, but I felt some type of way when he didn't like my cup, didn't take my cupcakes. And then later on that day, I said, "Hey, after practice, if anyone want cupcakes, you guys can take them." But I took the ones and said yes or no, so no one would.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was a little upset. I was a little upset.
Oh.
I liked him for a couple years, like for like two,
Yeah.
3 years. Had this whole idea of like wanting to tell him one day, and then when I finally do, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
well, that was anticlimactic.
But honestly, you dodged a bullet, Jasmine.
No, we honestly did.
Yeah.
We did. Yeah.
You deserve better than that.
Thank you. Thank you. But that's my Valentine story. Do you have any?
Well, I don't have a specific Valentine story, but I have kind of a love story. So, as you mentioned, I pretended to be straight in high school, just to fit in, learning how to kind of, going through high school, it was a journey on my own,
Yeah.
coming into my own, coming out after graduation. And actually, so I had dated someone at the time, my senior year, kind of just, to, fit in. And she was very nice. And I think we were good friends prior. And maybe sometimes, dating some people may have ruined those kind of friendships I've had. But after graduating high school and coming out and letting everyone know, who I am and that kind of thing, I'd already broken up with this person, and they actually reached back out and asked me if we could try again after I'd already come out to everyone.
Wait, what?
So as she asked me to be her girlfriend again, I immediately told her, no, I've come out, I'm gay, this is who I am. And I feel like that was probably the worst thing for someone to hear.
Yeah. Well, my thing is like, you didn't believe me when I said I was gay the first time when I came out, and then now when you...
Well, they didn't know. When we
had broken it.
Yeah, we had broken it off, and I hadn't reached out to them. So like, hey, let's try this again. They weren't in the know when I came out. So as they were asking me back out, I was like, no, and by the way, I'm gay. So there was like a...
Yeah, I see what you mean. She's like, yeah, no, but by the way, I'm gay. Yeah.
You're like pressing on the brakes, and then you really just slam on the brakes. Like, yeah, I'm gay. Drop the ball.
Oh man, that's awkward.
Very awkward.
Okay, so now we're into our next segment where we're doing pop culture games. So pop culture games is when we find a game within social media and we play based on those rules. So this game that we're playing is called What's the Movement? So What's the Movement is when we both do the same movement and we just say what that movement is. Based on that perspective of that person, okay? Sounds good?
Yeah.
Okay, so since you're the guest, I'll let you do the movement. What movement should we do?
That's a good question. I'm not very familiar with this game. Do you mind going first?
Yeah. Okay. So
I can't really think of anything.
I'll begin it, and so I guess we'll just start with a movement. Okay. So we're shoveling.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. What was I supposed to say was, okay, we gotta do another one. Okay, let's do this. Okay. I'm wiping a window. What are you doing?
Oh, dang, that's what I was gonna say. I am waving goodbye, I guess.
Okay, I am shoveling my past relationships and getting rid of them, I guess.
Yeah, I'm burying a dead body.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm eating cereal.
I'm eating Panda Express.
Oh, so specific. Okay.
When do I engage in the movement?
Oh, you want to do one?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So.
Oh, I got one too. Oh, okay. I'm putting chapstick on my lips.
I'm savoring the guy that I just kissed.
Oh! Okay.
Oh.
You gotta copy me. I'm looking up my bra size.
I'm checking to see if these melons are ripe.
Oh. Okay. We can do one more. Okay, let's see. Okay. You can start it.
Oh, I'm pushing a dusty away.
I'm pushing. I'm pushing the guy away. I just kissed, like, no, thank you. No, thank
You're like,
you. It wasn't
I've
good.
had. You're like, oh, I've had too much to drink. Get away from me.
I had too much to drink. The kiss wasn't all that. Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm sober now. I see what you look like.
It's hard to come up with these moments. It's kind of like charades a little bit.
I know, it really is.
Right, but it's like a twist on it. I'm thinking about what I'm gonna have for dinner.
I'm not contemplating all my PAX X's anymore.
Yeah.
Moving on.
There we go. I'm thinking about all the pastries I've eaten today and how I'm gonna have to get on the treadmill longer.
I'm thinking of all the pastries I'm gonna eat, and I will not be getting on the treadmill. Yeah. I think that was good.
Yeah. That was pretty good. So, especially for a first time, playing that game. I've never done that before.
I've never done it. I've seen it on TikTok. It's called What's the Movement or The Movement, either way. And so I was like, I think this would be a good game for us to play. I liked it. Okay, so that was really fun. We played some games, and now in our last segment, Sip and Listen. So Sip and Listen is when we go back in time or forward and listen to my catalog, and we sip and we listen. So since you're the guest, I always let the guest choose what song do you want to listen to from my catalog.
So with music, I don't really remember song names, but I memorize kind of like lines that I really like.
Okay, yeah.
From songs, and I know there's like a female back singer. She's like, "Do you love me?"
Oh, love me.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna butcher it if I try to sing it.
No, but that's.
But I loved that. I loved your verses on there. Those are like it's just really good. I love it. It's just something to kind of like chill to, but also like it's got a little pop in it. You know?
I like that. So the song is called "Do You Love Me?"
There you go.
And it's actually featuring a good friend of mine, Chrissy.
Okay.
Chrissy Neon. I call her Chrissy, but Chrissy Neon, Maria. And so you guys should definitely check her out. She is all on platforms as well. And we're going to go ahead and listen to Do You Love Me? Oh, and then while this time, you're more than welcome. We can sit and listen. We got some champagne, guys, and we're going to be sip and listening to it.
Cheers to your career and mine.
Yes, and hope we have a good 2025.
Yes.
Cheers.
That's a good speaker.
I know, right? She's like booming. Champagne, Gucci, Chanel, long days that never fail. Poseidon, Louis some drinks and moving on. Reminiscing about my life, the future I wanted right. I'm taking it out of sight. I'm drifting, I'm taking flight. Listen, I wanna see true love as the plot thickens. I want you hang out with your boys, don't know when you missing. Talking about the Smith love, Rose and sipping. Tell me I'm the one you want, ain't the one that's stripping. Yeah. What about me? This is how I be in the club. I just be like,
yeah. Like, what about me? You know what I mean?
Me? Yes.
I'm spinning you you treat me well. My body Coco Chanel, late nights at Benihana's. You getting me what I wanna. We shipping it overseas. You getting me what I need. I'm making it up the street. LA, the Palm Beach, baby. I want that Netflix and chill, keep it on the real. I want that crazy stripper love, you know how to deal. I want a nigga still kiss me when I'm mad. Call me up and make it straight. He ain't thinking of my past yet.
Yeah. And is that person showing you the love that you deserve?
Exactly.
Right? Like, what about me?
Honestly.
And if they're not, you start to question everything, right? So, everyone deserves love.
Yes.
You know, you just have to find the right person.
Yeah, you really do. It takes time.
It does. That's actually the whole reason I left Georgia, was for a guy. But I think it just kind of turned into my own kind of growth. It's something I needed to do in order to grow.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I love your verses on there.
Thank you.
It's good. It's like you're locked in, like, you know, you got the right mindset.
And just I'm vibing. Thank you. I really appreciate you. That was Do You Love Me, guys. Go ahead and check that out on all platforms. Any place you listen to, that will be out. And actually, before we close out, you had momentarily spoken on just love and like leaving Atlanta to go to Texas to find love. And how was that?
Mm-hmm. It was a journey. I think I met a guy online, and at the time I was in my second semester of my freshman year at Georgia State, and my mom passed away in May.
Yes, I remember.
And I feel like that kind of all that I had left, or all I was looking for, kind of in Georgia, that was my closest family member. That I felt like that was my everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And losing her, I just I was like, I need to pick up and start somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah. And I will say, when you left, I was shocked. I was very dumb. I'm like, in my head, I was like, I hope nothing happens to you. You know, I hope you're not getting catfished. Like, there was so many things going through my head. I'm like, man, for you just to up and leave and go, I'm like, I was just scared. But you know,
and I think I was really vulnerable during that time too.
Yeah,
like, I think sometimes we make hasty decisions when maybe we're like down low, or you know, that little good that we have in our life, we try to really hang on to that.
Yeah. But it all worked out for the best. And
it did.
You're good and you're healthy and safe.
And well, now that person's an ex, and I've, you know, I think we learn everything. We learn a lot of things from relationships that we're in. You know, nothing's ever like a waste of time, or like so much of as a loss. It's more of like as a you just growing out of that relationship, and growing out of yourself, and growing out of that other person. You know.
Definitely, definitely. Well, thank you for coming on. For Valentine's Day. You know, this is like a nice little Valentine's special I'm doing for you guys. So the lights might dim, but the vibes don't stop. Catch you next time, guys, on Nights with Nyomi. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you again, Andrew, for coming on. I really appreciate you.
Yes, thank you for having me. This was amazing.
Oh, man, I love this. Guys, go ahead and check me out. Love you.
See y'all later.